Cheers, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we try the wonderful world of different whiskeys, and we are going to try a Scotch that I've been really excited to get into. So if you like what we're doing and you like our different movements into all sorts of liquors and coffees and cocktails, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been about a couple years when you had bought me a bottle of Famous Grouse for Christmas, birthday, something. I don't know. You just got it for me. And then we turned around and in last year's Christmas, not this past year, but the year before, Cody ended up getting one from Famous Grouse. Not from them, but somebody gave it to him. Probably you.
Yeah.
Probably me. I don't know. Probably Alex. Could have been Santa Claus. Who knows? We actually know, but we don't want to give him credit. About a year ago, just over a year ago, Christmas of 19, Cody got this Famous Grouse, and it's been sitting on the shelf ever since, and he's excited to take it home. He asked if he could take it home today. So this is the Famous Grouse Bourbon Cask thing. So if you don't know about Famous Grouse, they've been around for a long time. I think like 120 years or something. It's a blended. All of their stuff is blended. I don't think they do. Actually, I take that back. I think they do have some single malts.
They do have single malts.
But they're really, really famous. In the U.S., I think they kind of get I don't know, bottom shelf type
Yeah, they're
of
not
vibe.
like the top shelf. And just to, for everyone, this was my introduction to really good Scotch. Not the
Cody's upset because he doesn't have his glass full. So this is, in the US, it usually gets that bottom shelf vibe, but in the UK, it's not really that. It's very popular. Stop! Cody's been giving us crap. Serves him right. Alright, so it's a blended Scotch. It comes in at $22.99, so that is going to be a 3-barrel, I believe. Yep, even after 4 years, I still have to have this card out. Its proof is 40% or 80 proof, and no age statement because it is a blended Scotch. It's from the same company that makes the Macallan and Highland Park. So it's from a pretty prestigious company.
And I have a question, and you might not know the answer, but you probably do. It's a bourbon cask, but it's blended. Do they blend it first and then put it into the cask? Or is it blended from stuff that was in the bourbon cask?
No. It's all different scotches from their company. They may even buy from other companies, but I think theirs is all from their different variations. Some of it could be Macallan, some of it could be Highland Park, whatever. But then they blend it in a giant blending vat according to the recipe that they want, and then it's aged in a bourbon cask.
And they blend it and then put it in the cask.
But you know, a lot of Scotch is ex-bourbon barrels, so you might want to just investigate a little bit more and see. This was actually on my list to go to. My wife and I are planning on going to Scotland earlier this year, late last year, and all of that got canceled because of pandemic and stuff. So it's kind of back on our radar. We'll see. And my kids are moving to England, the UK, any day now. So once travel opens up, I'll be going back. Plan on spending my summers there, and I'll definitely go to Scotland. And I will go ask them exactly how they make this for you. Yeah. And I'll probably have to buy some more bottles to replace this one because we're going to drink it all. Okay, so 3-barrel at $22.99.
And since we didn't give the audience their allotment, they're trying something else.
Yeah. Very, I don't know, pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
He always does his bite first.
Since I got these glasses from Ben Franklin, I'm having a hard time here. All right.
Okay, so we're quite at odds here. This is going to be a big discussion, or somewhat big discussion. So at $22.99, it is a 3-barrel, barely a 3-barrel. Aroma, I give it a 3.5. You give it a 4.
Got the nice, like, maple, a little bit of honey.
Okay. So you're saying maple and honey. I get a little bit of vanilla, molasses, and spearmint to it on the nose.
Yeah, I get the spearmint in there.
For flavor, I'm giving it a 3. You're giving it a 4. Cut to the chase, he's straight 4s.
Yeah, it's got a little the herbal tea kind of thing, and the dried, little bit dried raisin.
Okay. Well, that flavor wheel's really broadening your vocabulary.
Yeah.
I still am getting vanilla, molasses, spearmint, maybe a little bit of apricot, but it's pleasant. I don't know if it's 4, but it's a decent. I'm putting it moderate. You're putting it pleasant. And bite, I give it a 3. You're giving it a 4. I think it's light with no real after lingering effects, but it's got a bite.
It seems pretty mild to me.
And if you've been watching this video series, you know that he and I are always at odds with bite. It's either he says there's no bite and I say there's a bite, or we're completely opposite.
Yeah,
we're never together. If we are, it's kind of strange. So
it just goes to show you that it's like everything is so subjective that everybody's got their own palate and everything.
So I have 13.5, which is just a hair below a 3.5. You're at 15, so you're really at 3.75. So we're going to say this is a 3.5 barrel, which I think is pretty good for a $22 bottle.
Yeah,
blended Scotch.
Really, we're not that far apart.
Yeah. I think, though, it might take a little bit longer to narrow this down, so we're going to keep drinking this for a while tonight.
Yeah, we got to narrow down this bottle to, nothing.
My son just flipped me off. All right.
And we're going to narrow it down to...
Yeah. So tell us what you think about Famous Grouse. What are your different distillates that they do, because they have a whole broad range.
They got a lot.
Yeah, like 5 or 6, 7 of them. I'd like to try some of their aged ones, because I think they have some single malt aged ones, just to try, but they get quite expensive.
Well, I was going to say, most of Famous Grouse that you would get in your liquor store, or if you live somewhere besides Texas where they sell it in the supermarket, are really inexpensive.
Right.
Inexpensive. To go with the more expensive ones, you're going to have to go to...
I actually think this one that I have that's probably hidden, the normal Famous Grouse.
Yeah, that's like $18 or something.
I don't have a... We gave this a 3.5 as well back on April of 19 in episode 106.
Yeah, and you can get that at the...
Under 20.
Yeah, it's very inexpensive.
And I think Cody got one of these too. Alright, so tell us what you think. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. And we'll see you tomorrow for cocktail hour. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is pretty good whiskey for the price.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Laters.
Alright, don't piss Cody off. Put it back.